He's going. Got 2 cars in the shed, which is completely ridiculous. I got no room for anything. But I'm swapping the drivetrain out of the black one and into the race car to get it on the street. So first thing's the diff, and then motor and transmission. While the motor's out, I'll put a rear main seal in it because it's leaking. So I'll muck around with that, get this ready for Rego, go from there. So, pretty happy with that. Next step is pull the K-frame out of the black one and chuck it in the green one. So, here we go. So, look at this. Hold on, son. Look at that. The shank isn't even rusty. I mean, I've never seen 50-year-old. This is a 1967. And to my knowledge, this hasn't had a wheel alignment since the 80s. So, man, very, very blessed there. I mean, that's still the black, the black of the black oxide on the factory bolt. That's unbelievable. But so we're loose here. We're loose here. I obviously had to put a ball joint in it earlier on, but other than that, this thing's untouched. Looks good. So we're dropping the K-frame bolts. The whole thing just as one can come out. Hopefully the torsion bars stay in the lower arm socket and come out of the body. This is knackered anyway. That's all rotted through. It's been out in the sun, so they're not UV stable. The plastic they used is not UV stable. So this thing sat with no hood on it for a while, as far as I know. But yeah. Anyway, next step. I got to be honest, this is where it gets ridiculous. I got to pull the K-frame out of this thing with this much room. This is not a workshop. This is a garage. But man's got to do what a man's got to do. Pretty cool. Transmission back in it. Wheels are back on. Back down on its wheels. It's good. Well, there she is. Bloody beautiful. Gotta alter that brake line. I planned to do it before the engine went in, but you know. I've got to clean these covers because they're, you know, oversprayed. And I want to hit them with Scotch-Brite to clean them right up anyway. Still got the old motor mounts to clean up and paint. Tons of work, but got to start somewhere. Rightio. Well, and just so you know, that's my 360, and that is the 318. So what happened was investigating, just sort of looking over the 318 as I was mucking around with it, found that it was had oil in all the cylinders. And so I pulled the heads off and found it's substantial amount of oil on every piston top. So I guess maybe I got a dud batch of oil rings. Maybe the oil rings aren't any good, but I don't have a lot of money, so the 360 got a set of 318 heads and the tiny little cam that was in the 318. I mean, it's not a tiny cam, but it's a small cam. So yeah, cam lifters, push rods, rockers, and the heads went on that. But the air gap manifold, hang on, there we are. There we are. The air gap manifold can stay on that because I want the hood clearance. I want this to be nice and low because with the 318 in that thing and no hole in the hood, I couldn't get a decent air cleaner on it. So enough of that. Just use the old low riser and go from there. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to call this video good. Pretty successful. It's been a couple of weeks in the making, but yeah, pretty successful. Pretty happy with that, all in all. So yeah, that's the first step in de-race carring my race car, turning this thing back to the street. But yeah, stay tuned, boys. We'll hopefully do a few more things on it and get the old ute registered and muck around with it. But yeah, talk to you again soon.